Hello everybody out there again, it is Jeremy. I'm back with another video for Life by the Square Inch. Once again, I am back with the My 30-Day World Challenge that has been issued by Absolute Tabletop to go in conjunction with their Dead Man's Guide to Dragongrin Kickstarter campaign. This is Day 14, Question 14. How safe is it to travel in your world? First up, of course, is Rostveen. So there's undoubtedly dangers on the roads and waterways of Rostveen, but many of the old Divinian roads are still kind of safe enough to travel, though there's still the occasional bandits and wild monsters, things of that nature. The second setting is Arath. Travel in Arath is incredibly dangerous, as there aren't any plants here. Everything is food for everything else. And if the monsters don't eat you, then the climate will kill you. On Hetust, the exposure to the extreme cold can result in frostbite and hypothermia. And there's times when the wind blows strong enough that it can actually rend the meat directly off of your bones. And on Tanthara, you face dehydration or heat stroke. And there's the scorching, which is the midday hour when it's hot enough to actually burn living flesh to a crisp. The third setting is Acid Rain. Nothing is actually very safe in Cadian's Keep at all. Staying in one spot for too long is actually likely just as dangerous as travel is. And acid rain, the actual acid rain, is an issue, especially if you get caught out in a light sprinkle without protection even. It kind of results in something akin to like a bad sunburn. So if you're caught in a downpour, it's really nasty. Beyond that, it can get pretty bad, even worse than that. And if you're a man, you probably don't want to cross Pliskin Island. That's where the Amazons live, and they really don't like males. The fifth setting is Dowrenland, and in the past, travel in Dowrenland was very safe. Only rarely would one really encounter anything that was truly dangerous along the yellow brick road. But as many other things, this is changing recently, and not for the better. The next setting is Caldera. There's a lot of areas that are kind of wide open land, and there's tons of scattered ruins that are throughout the whole place. So within this, there's definitely a lot of differing peoples and creatures that are vying for the same territory and often for the same resources. So this kind of often leads to conflict, even times between different groups, even before the discussion will even happen. So this kind of makes travel potentially very dangerous here, especially if you plan on cutting cross-country. The sixth setting is Chrome City. Travel is kind of a twofold situation in this setting since it's science fiction. So travel on the moon of Cadian isn't too dangerous other than the possibility of getting into a traffic accident. Cars are kind of able to switch between terrestrial mode and hover mode. So the actual ships themselves, some of which are really only capable of kind of inner atmosphere travel, though there's really hardly anywhere else to go on the actual moon, except for Chrome City. But the other side of travel is obviously off-world travel, and most specters tend to make the travel through space fairly safe, as long as nothing mechanically goes wrong. And then the last setting is Momentum. Without a network of reliable and maintained roads in Momentum, travel across the land can actually be pretty treacherous. And both the Seas of Essence and the air up above amongst the Ascended Isles both have no small amount of pirates and raiders. So for this reason, most kind of tend to travel in caravans whenever they're moving from place to place. So that is the 7 settings that I have been covering thus far. This has been Day 14, Question 14, how safe is it to travel in your world? If you are enjoying these videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. There's going to be about 16 more to go. We're almost halfway through this. And so, yeah, there'll be plenty more content. There's a lot of live plays on the channel. I just put out my first video of a different kind the other day. This is Life by the Square Inch. And yeah, until next time, may your dice roll high and your snacks always be within reach.